what's going on, and I'm too far from home, and I'm out my body, no one here beside me, my soul steady crying, got sent, I'm the prophet, different stages of trust.
What's poppin', gang? We here, we back with another video. What's good with y'all, man? Look, listen, we about to go to another video that I found on Facebook. This is staying in the genre of cheating. Then we're gonna end it off on a good note. But this is my boyfriend and best friend sleeping around story time. So this is a story time that actually I seen a little bit of it, but I didn't watch all of it because I wanted to show you guys and I wanted to make this review authentic. So basically what she started saying in the beginning is that she had a friend moved in, and the friend didn't pay rent or anything like that, pretty much just parlayed at the crib for free, but her boyfriend was staying with her as well. So we gonna get to it, we gonna see what she say. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, this is my boyfriend and best friend sleeping around story time. We gonna see what she say. Let's get it.
Cheated on her with her best friend. Now, I done watched this video about twice, and I finally got the part 2 to it, so I can add that as well to it, just to give y'all a little bit more context of what she is talking about. But yeah, so just think about that. Watch this video and ask yourself, is her man cheating or is she just tripping? You know, sometimes women, y'all be tripping, man. Y'all be tripping. It be nothing sometimes. But I don't know. Her story kind of sounds very convincing, but I'm gonna let you guys, come to the conclusion. Check this out.
Story time on when I was trying to figure out if my best friend and my boyfriend was fucking with each other. So at one point, both of them lived with me. I stay in Atlanta. My best friend at the time stayed in a different state. She told me that she was trying to move up here and find her a career and all that stuff. I said, cool. My only requirement was that she had a job before she moved, because she asked if she could come stay with me for a little bit. Now, mind you, she also had 2 kids. I was cool with that. Now, when a week later, she told me that she secured a job and that she was on her way.
Where was she staying before that, though? She had 2 kids and all that. Why she just didn't stay with the baby daddies?
That weekend, cool. When she got with me, everything was good in the beginning until like my bills started getting higher and stuff like that, and I noticed little stuff like around the house that I didn't appreciate. Like, okay, we clearly don't live the same, and that's okay. So the first few months she stayed with me, I was telling her, like, I don't mind, I don't want no money from you or anything like that, but like, if you notice something getting low around the house or anything, like, help with a little bit. Like, okay, if you we need tissue, just get tissue or something like that. So at the time I didn't have a washer and dryer in my house, so we'd be going to the laundromat every week.
That makes sense. Get tissue, get little paper towels, maybe some toothpaste, things like that, especially if you're not paying rent. That makes sense.
And whenever I did laundry, I washed me and my kids' clothes and her kids' clothes. But when it came down to her doing laundry, she only would wash her and her kids' clothes. So naturally, I did kind of feel some type of way about that. In addition to that, when she would be using my blankets, towels, and stuff like that, but she would always leave that separately and only wash her clothes. So I felt some type of way.
That's bullshit, though. If you use everything, then you gotta wash everything. You feel me? Ain't no big deal, but just wash it. I mean, if I'm using your stuff, I'm gonna wash everything that I used.
Okay. Now, I did have a little talk with her about it and things like that. She was having trouble finding a place to stay, so she ended up staying with me longer than she anticipated. In addition to that, she didn't really have a job. Like, she had one of them jobs where you go door to door selling stuff. Like, come on now, let's be realistic. We know that's not really a job. So I was kind of upset about that, but she ended up finding a work from home job, and she was working.
I mean, it's a job. I used to do door to door, but that commission only, woo, boy, it's a different market. You got to be ready to sell. And I mean, we're not gonna go off race, but shoot, you think y'all want to buy from me? Face sad. Nah, but on a serious note, it's very hard to sell door to door. I mean, it's easier to sell business to business, but when it comes to door, it's a little difficult, especially if you go into people's houses and they don't know you.
from home. And one of her kids was staying home with her because she was still working on trying to get them in school. Okay, fast forward, I was feeling a bit overwhelmed with so many people being in the house with me at that point in time, but I would never want to make her feel uncomfortable or anything like that. So I did have a boyfriend at this time. He had his own house. He lived like legit like around the corner from me type shit. I ended up being involved in a house fire with him, and his house burned down. So he
Damn! That's the worst, man. When you got a house, beautiful home, beautiful apartment, you done created a life for yourself, and that motherfucker burned down to the ground. Damn! It's hard. I hope you had insurance. Cause if you didn't have no insurance, but that shit hard. You should have had insurance if you got a house for sure. Renter's insurance, home insurance, you know, shit like that. Hope so.
He asked me if he could stay with me too, and I'm always a giving person, so I said yes. Now everybody around me, my other best friend, my cousins, everybody was like, "That's not a good idea. You shouldn't move your boyfriend and your best friend in that same house. Somebody can't stay or whatever." And I was like, "I'm not gonna do that to me because these two people that I care about and shit like that." So naive me, I did let both of them stay with me. My boyfriend was home most of the days. She also works from home. I worked hybrid, so some days I was not there.
Oh, that's ugly. Have y'all ever seen the Players Club? You ever seen the Players Club? The Players Club, basically, one of the dancers, her cousin came down. And they started stripping, right? And so, hey, I need a hey, yo, I'm telling you though. Hey, that shit different. But it's like, okay, so on Players Club, basically so they invited her cousin down and they started stripping together. The boyfriend was staying over every now and then, and so one day, the young lady, I forgot their name, but the young lady came down. The girlfriend of the boyfriend came home and caught them in the bed together. I mean, what do y'all expect? If your friend is walking around with that fat old ass, them big ass titties, and I'm home, I'm sipping on a little Taylor Port, and she making me feel important, and you at work to nightfall? Shit. Oh, ski, motherfucker. Oh, ski, goddamn. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, I am sorry. Because you don't want it to happen, but it's hard out here for a pimp when he got two women in the same room. You feel me?
Now, my boyfriend started telling me stuff like, "Oh, while you gone, she can't handle them kids. The house always loud. She really just be outside smoking all the time. She don't really be handling them kids and stuff." And I was like, just stall her out, because I knew that she was going through certain shit or whatever. Now, mind you, when both of these people, all these extra people living with me, I had to pick up a second job. So I started working at the club at night. And I also used to go back home to Chicago a lot and stuff like that to, transport my son or anything. So I was talking to my cousin in Chicago, and he was like, "Where your boyfriend and your best friend?" I said, "Oh, they at the house." And he was like, "And you in Chicago and you love both of them?" And I
hold on. Oh, I ain't want to catch it like that.
I was like, I trust both.
But hold on though, like. Hold on. You left your boyfriend and your best friend with two kids that already got that wop. You left her with the boyfriend in Chicago, and you in Atlanta? How far is Chicago from? We're going with driving. 10 hours! You ain't catching nobody in 10 hours. Hold on, let's go flying. Two hours. Well, 1 hour. You can say 2 hours. 2 hours. And we ain't fucking that long. 2 goddamn hours, and she 2 hours away, flight, 10 hours driving, and you telling me Shawty ain't getting out of the shower all nakedness with her bosom showing, and you telling me you ain't getting hot and heavy, and your girl is gone for a whole 2 months, huh?
Both of them I'm trying to that they wouldn't do no shit like that to me. Again, naive me. And my cousin kept saying it like, you green as hell. And green. I'm like, I don't think I'm green because I'm really trying to put faith in him and shit like that. But shit, he was right. So it was little other stuff going on in the house. Like, okay, I felt like it was getting so bad to where I'm like, damn, I don't feel like we're going to be friends any longer if I still allow her to stay with me. So I did a hard decision. I had a conversation with her. I told her, unfortunately, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I was like, to preserve our friendship, I really think that we need to live separately and stuff like that. By this time, I think we had like 5 months or something like that. Now, I think around month 3 or so, I did tell her like, okay, you got to start helping me because the bills is getting higher. So I did tell her to pay me $400 a month. Now, sometimes she was late on that $400, but I wasn't really tripping because I didn't really need the money. I could pay my rent and all that shit by myself. It was really like the principle. So my boyfriend,
$400 is sweet. I remember I paid $400 rent, but it was a rental room. That shit was sweet. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. $400, sweet. You take advantage of it, but $400 is definitely sweet for a room. But let's see what she's talking about.
And moved out. Also, he ended up going to stay at an Airbnb that was still close by through his insurance. Now, I did still spend a lot of time with him and things like that because she would say, "Oh, just go ahead, I got them," or whatever like that. And she also wanted to sleep in my bed. So she was like, if you spend the night over there, I can sleep in your bed. And I was cool with that. My only rule was like, please don't sleep and have your children sleeping in my bed because they wasn't fully potty trained at the time and stuff like that. I was like, or just put them on a pull-up.
Man, you get a blow-up mattress. I mean, if you my dog, then yeah. If I'm gone, then yeah, you get the bed. But come on, man. You leaving your woman and your friend together, or leaving your man and your friend. What do you think bound to happen? We are creatures of nature. Like, do you think that we're not gonna at least push the needle?
But she never really listened to me, and I feel like it was a lot of disrespect to me in my house. So, okay, I gave her 60 days. I said this is a 60-day notice, enough time for you to find however you want to go about it. But I feel like certain aspects you're taking advantage of, so I'm gonna have to ask you to leave my house.
3 months.
So she ended up moving out, and she treated me like I was the ops. Like, she left while I was at work and shit. I just seen her on my camera taking shit and took my blankets and stuff like that. But again, she was my best friend, so I'm not really tripping on that. I'm thinking we'll get back good and everything. Now, mind you, in the midst of this, my best friend also, at the time she was doing hair or trying to start out doing hair, my boyfriend had locks. And I was like, well, he could be your first client. So I'm convincing him, let her do your hair and stuff.
Hold on. Now, this where you kind of fucking up at. You convincing him to go get locks from your best friend where he gonna be in between her legs and not in the chair. You better learn how to do locks, sweetheart. Something.
Like that. So everybody can, get acquainted and that she can have some source of income.
But that's not bad. I would say if it's really trust there, that's not a bad thing. But you gotta have the right friends. Shit.
So she started doing his hair and shit like that. Now, because she was new, it was with locks and stuff, sometimes you cut and everything like that. She was learning from YouTube. I guess she messed up a few of things, but again, she was learning. And I kept reminding him of that, but he was pissed off. I don't want her doing my hair and shit like that. And he was telling me, you need to pay for somebody else to do my hair because it's your fault. So I did agree to that, but I was like, let her, give her a chance to try to fix it and stuff like that. I never told her any of this. But when me and him ended up breaking up. All right, so when we broke up, he started harassing me, dead ass harassing me, blowing my phone up from different text apps and stuff like that. But it ended up coming out that he was like, that's why I fucked your best friend. I'm gonna fuck her again. She gonna keep doing my hair and all of this shit, and I'm finna boss her up so she could be bossed up. It was a whole bunch of bullshit like that. So now me and her haven't talked in a few weeks. But we still friends on social media and stuff like that. I'm like, just give her time. She in her feelings. And this is not the first time
that man said, that's why I fucked your best friend. That's why I'm gonna boss her up and not you, bitch.
I had somebody stay with me.
You trying to be Michelle? Cause you ain't gonna be the Beyonce no more.
So I know when you when you like place boundaries, a lot of people feel some type of way about that. So that shit was hard. So I'm like, okay, just give her time. But when he said like she finna come to my house right now and stuff like that, I'm curious to know. So when I see on her page that she posted that she did his hair. No, she didn't post it. He sent it to me like she did my hair and stuff. Okay, I'm calling you. Because I'm like, damn, you supposed to be my best friend. Like, if I cut this man off, I'm kind of feeling like you should do the same. Real shit. I am. Because you met him through me, and then at this point, he's harassing me and shit like that. So she ended up coming to me and talking about he's my client, and I'm not doing any of that. And like we...
He declined, all right. He declined. He the client. He the guy that's gonna come up on in there. And he the guy that's gonna get it right. She fix him, and he fix her. If you know what I mean. Ha!
And shit. So I told the truth, like I did to her. I was like, he's only doing this because he's trying to get back at me. He pissed off at me and stuff like that. And he told me like, yeah, I'm finna purposely do this with your best friend. And I'm like, and he's saying that y'all fuck with each other. So she never denied the claims that she fucked him. So now I'm thinking like, damn, you the ops or something, like what you on? And she said that I was basically like just jealous or some shit like that. And that shit threw me. So okay, at this point, I'm really not fucking.
I thought she was jealous. Damn. That mean she was deep throating the ex
with either one of them and shit like that. But most shit started coming out. He kept sending me messages like he fucking with her. And then my other best friend, like on TikTok, when she was posting the videos, she was putting certain captions when she posted him doing his hair, saying wouldn't want to be anywhere else, with the little heart emoji, you know, the little... I'll put the emojis on here so y'all can see the emojis I'm referring to. But that's the shit that she did.
What emoji you referring to?
And my other best friend was like, I ain't want to tell you because I'm like, you was already going through a lot, and I felt like that was fucked up. But she said I felt like that was wrong. And I'm like, hell no, whatever's going on, I need to know. Tell me. So I know I posted this previous video, everybody talking about, oh, well, he deserved better and stuff. No, he doesn't. Because if you watch my last video, you'll know more in detail about some certain shit that went on. But more of the story, he had been cheating, and I guess he was cheating with her also. And I really just need to stop being... Okay, I said I was gonna stop the video, but I'm gonna just add this small little part. So I used to tell her when I was coming home, before they both had moved out. Well, he had moved out, but she was still living with me. And I said, hey, I'm coming home, so don't sleep in my bed tonight. When I got there 1 a.m, she was still sleeping in my bed with her daughter or whatever. Now the problem came in. I was like, girl, I told you I was coming home. It was nothing. I woke her up, and she lifted the covers and was like, oh, y'all could just get in with me. Mind you, my man is standing right there. So I'm like, what you on, bro? And I didn't say anything there, but I did tell my other best friend the next day, and I was like, damn, am I tripping?
He said y'all can get in with me. Oh, she wanted to go both ways that night with the daughter. Damn, that ain't right.
Because it's giving you want to fuck my man or something. I was like, that shit threw me off. So when I talked to my best friend about it, she said, you ain't wrong. I would have reacted the same way. So I ended up having a conversation with her, and she brushed it like, oh, my bad, bro. And that's all she said. But
oh, my bad, bro. Shit, my bad. I ain't really mean it. I was just playing. You know she was sucking them up while you was at working in Chicago.
She kept doing little shit after that. So that's what kind of gave me the indication, like, it's some little shit going on that I don't know about.
Now listen, I already know what y'all thinking. After hearing that first part,
I only want part two. You know, he did what he did. Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Can we find part two? Let's see if we can find part two, y'all. If we can't find part two, let me see. Part two.
Story time on when I was trying to figure out if my best friend and my boyfriend was fucking with each other. So at one point, both of them lived with me. I stay in Atlanta. My best friend at the time stayed in a different state. She told me that she was trying to move up here and find her career and all that stuff. I said, cool. My only requirement was that she had a job before she moved, because she asked if she could come stay with me for a little bit. Now, mind you, she also had 2 kids. I was cool with that. Now, when a week later, she told me that she secured a job and that she was...
Oh, that was it. Hold on. This might be it, y'all. Let me see if I can find a full video. It wasn't giving what it's supposed to give. So we're gonna go off to giving what it's supposed to give.
For your pleasure, you rather focus on lies. They never ask how many times did I cry. Having nightmares all alone. Hear the hurt in my tone. Don't know what's going on.